Doing today. So I wanted to put this video out there really quickly as I've been interviewed on other podcasts here in real estate shows, really talking about the one rental at a time brand. And lots of them are asking about the YouTube group growth, daily content, things of that nature. So I thought I should do is put out a video and really talk about where it comes from. I don't really look at the YouTube growth as anything spectacular. I'm certainly very appreciative. It is part of my weekly goals, so it's clearly something I am tracking to see impact and things of that nature. But I really wanted to point out why. So this goes back to I think it was a podcast I was listening to on the drive back from Fresno. If you watch this channel, you know my one rental at a time journey is about buy and hold properties in Fresno, going from a single house to financial freedom, leaving the workforce in the last couple of years, and then trying to help folks. That's really what it was. But it wasn't until I heard Gary Vee talk to Nipsey Hussle before Nipsey Hussle's passing, obviously. Gary was riffing about what it would be like for a recording artist to try to produce a track and release it every day for a year, right? Basically, Gary Vee was kind of trying to put Nipsey on blast, saying, if you got the flow, let's see it, let's put it out there. And as I was driving back, I was like, you know what? I just started this YouTube channel. Everybody and their brother was telling me, just do 3 videos a week and publish them at, the same time on, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. That was kind of what I was hearing. That never felt good to me. It wasn't who I was. It just didn't feel right. And it was that conversation to hear Gary say, just put it out there. Just go. That soup was still on the menu. Oh, that's funny. So that conversation, that podcast made me feel good. I was like, you know what? I don't need to listen to these supposed YouTube gurus, and I'm just going to be me. So I wanted to create daily content. That was my goal on the drive back. And then it was, oh my God, I'm talking about doing daily content on a real estate investing show. How the heck is that going to happen? Right? So I'd been in the industry at the time, probably 16, 17 years, done hundreds of deals. So I thought I could always find something to talk about. But really what it boiled down to is I sort of structured the week. First and foremost, I do one video every day, regardless of the day. And that is, thank you, I'm going to be me. I'm going to talk about what's going on in the market, right? The market is a general term. It could be stock market. It could be lending market. It could be, anything. But I look every day anyways. I might as well share what I am learning or talking about. I get up every day between 6 and 6:30 without an alarm clock. I have 2 to 2.5 hours by myself. I've always read or watched the business news. So what I do now is I just be me, drink a cup of coffee, probably 2 or 3, and then share what I saw that day. So that's an easy video for me to do every day. And the good news is I give my opinion about what's going on. And you could go back and look at the daily shows that are well over 6 months old. I got some things wildly right and some things wildly wrong. And I like that. I like putting it out there. I like checking myself. I would say my right wrongs maybe 65 35, 65 right, 35 wrong. But that's just my guess. The second thing is I have proactively reached out to other experts, right? So I have 4 days a week where I interview other experts about what's going on, right? We talked to Greg Dickerson on Monday, Anna Kelly on Wednesday, Matt on Tuesday, and then Jonathan Twombly on Thursdays. So I have 4 more days of second content. And those interviews are at least a half hour, sometimes an hour in duration. And we never plan those. We get on the phone, we talk about what happened this week. and we just go from there. So it's not canned stuff. The second thing I've done is I get asked so many times about LLCs and entities and all of those things that I simply won't answer because I don't know enough about the person asking the question to give good advice. I consider it malpractice. So I now have a Friday show just in the last couple of weeks with the Nexus group, who, near as I can tell, does everything they've told me to do. Is they interview the person, they figure out what's going on before recommendations. I hate canned responses. Everybody is different. Everybody has different goals. And until I know different from my followers, I'm going to keep the Nexus group on Friday because I think they are doing the right things and they're not sending canned responses and, hey, give me $10,000 and I'll set up a Delaware or North Dakota or whatever LLC. So I'm doing that. And then, of course, I'm doing the business. We're talking about deals. We're talking about private money. We're getting walkthroughs of projects. So, it's easy to put out, now 2 or 3 videos a day. And now we're getting into, hey, what other investors can I look at and learn from? Like we did Carl Icahn today. I'm going to look up Sam Zell next. And there is just lots and lots of things to do. A couple other things that have come to bear is I've gotten comfortable with live streams like this one. I just hit, I don't know, record or play or live or whatever it is. Oh, good. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. That makes me feel good. I'll keep it up. So I'm comfortable doing live streams. I'm not a technologist. I'm not going to go edit videos, do walkout music, and I'm not going to do post nonsense cards and I don't even put, Semzel's pretty awesome. I don't even put like words in my videos. I put it out there just to help. And then lastly is I stay in my lane, right? I'm a buy and hold investor who has a deep experience in one California market. So I do my best to answer every question I get asked in that context. I'm very, very clear on stuff I don't know. I don't pretend to be other people, right? So I stay in my lane. And then lastly, for me, I appreciate it when others ask, hey, how'd you get to, 6,000 or whatever the number is of the day? I certainly track it, right? If you've seen my Sunday videos, it's on my goal sheet, but I'm not bothered by it. There are some folks out there that are doing it for the YouTube income and all of that. That's not what it is for me. For me, it's about how can I have fun every day? How can I help every day? And as I said years ago, I want to create something that outlasts me by 100 years. And my hope is some of these videos are still around in 100 years. And because I hopefully put out content that it's real estate investing, consumers, cost of capital, all of those things that should matter. And then lastly, what is going to become very interesting to me is how all these other YouTube real estate experts survive in this unnatural time. A lot of the people that I see on YouTube have been successful the last 2 or 3, 4 years. If they continue doing what they're doing, they're going to be bankrupt. I've been doing this 20 years, has survived multiple crashes. I know you have to pivot, you have to change, you have to follow lending. I know we can see legislation change. There's all kinds of stuff that it can impact real estate investing. But I feel good about affordable housing, feel good about conservative financing, feel good about staying below the median. I'm comfortable in my own skin. So again, if you're looking to build a YouTube channel, when in doubt, I would tell you to focus first on being yourself. I am not a big believer in all this highly productionized content. I believe if you put out good stuff and you have a flow and you can just do it in a live, do it live. Why spend hours? I've seen other YouTube folks say that they spend 4 hours a day producing content. That would drive me crazy. I would stop doing YouTube if that was the case. If I'm going to spend 4 hours a day on anything, it's going to be finding a deal and buying real estate. It's not going to be producing a video. If I can sit in front of my phone for 10 or 12 minutes, talk about a topic and be done, awesome. Next, try to get on schedule. Try to produce something. Like I was on a real estate agent, I don't know, podcast, I guess, the other day. And I was telling agents, you know what, why don't you try to do 3 different videos? Like every Monday, talk about a part of your city. On Wednesdays, talk about a local restaurant or site. And on Fridays, talk about the new numbers. Just get in a flow. Schedule your week out so content doesn't crush you. That's the biggest thing in YouTube is if you worry about what you're going to do tomorrow, you drive yourself crazy, right? I already know the first video I'm doing tomorrow is what did I read about? And then tomorrow's Tuesday, so I'll interview Matt at 2:30. So in the end, those are my advices. Um, Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So in the end, that's what I'm going to do. It's not about the numbers today. I'm doing this because I'm having fun. If I ever stop having fun, I will stop. But it is a lot of fun for me. And for me, it's not about the numbers today. It's going to be about what happens in the next 2 to 4 years because half the people doing this are going to be proven to be fake and not in the business. And they're going to go do something else. There will be half as many wholesalers, half as many flippers, half as many buy and hold. Not many people can survive 20 years and keep going. And again, we sold houses at the peak, and I just told you we sold apartments at the peak. So when I tell you the most important thing is to learn your market, hopefully you believe me. Learning your market protects you so much because you know when stuff is too expensive. I do not have any student rentals. Nope. I would think student rentals are tough today. A lot of colleges will never be the same. I'm a buy and hold month to month, landlord, affordable housing. So that's who I am. If you don't know who I am, get the book on Amazon or Audible. If you've read my book, please, please, please leave me a review on Amazon or Audible. I need to increase those as a self-published guy. So that's what I'm doing. I prefer selling what's overpriced. In '06, it was houses. And in 19, it was apartments. Yes, blue collar housing, big market. Correct, correct, correct. All right, everybody, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day. And thank you, Gary V. That conversation you had with Nipsey Hussle is 90% of the inspiration of what has become one rental at a time. Thanks, buddy. Bye.